Welcome to this ArcoLinuxB Deepin that I've installed, well, I suppose a few weeks ago, November the 28th, and then today I boot up. So almost a month ago. The thing is, there's a user having trouble with ArcoLinuxB Deepin, and it's always the same thing. I keep repeating myself, but that's okay. That's why I'm a teacher. I have patience. If there is a version behind it, it really doesn't matter. Okay, so all you can do, what you can do is have a look at a file called LSB release. This file contains a number. We can change the number and give it to make it 1900 and 1200 with 1500. It's just a number. Okay, it's this number that NeoFetch is going to produce. If I do Control T, it's going to read from that particular file and it's going to give us a number there. Now, it is utterly unimportant. What is important is to update your system. And there are playlists on YouTube. And on the playlists, there is a particular category that says updates. There can't be enough update videos. See what happens, what to do when this happens, what to do when that happens, things like that. It's general knowledge working on Arch Linux. Thing is, well, we'll update our system. There are two things to remember. Update is Arch Linux and ArcoLinux stuff. Now these days we have this thing here, and it gives us a message. Now this has nothing to do with ArcoLinux. This has everything to do with the Arch Linux which is built upon. So you go to archlinux.org. That's always your first stop if you have a problem. And in this case, they say you need to do this. So basically, all you need to know, let's do a great copy paste, Eric, better. So that's basically what we need to do, a copy paste, but I'm not successful at it at all. Control C, done. Now it needs to be sudo, of course, but you know these things. Control Shift V, sudo pacman remove dd, and then all the rest. And then you just press yes. So we've skipped that error. That's something specific. It's just once in a time. Take a look at all the messages. So today, then a month ago, these things did not affect us at all. So this one is a message, but did not affect me. Neither did not affect me either. Not this one, etc. So it's once in a time, in a few months' time, we get a message, and the only thing is we execute whatever they say because they're helping us. This is the update. So it's been a month or almost, and in a month's time we have 530 megabytes to download. Total installed size 50 megabyte more. That's basically what you need to do. Update the system. Now numbers. So we'll come back to the LSB release thing. I said it's unimportant, and it is super unimportant. But in our scripts, we have these scripts that are hidden away in the home, Control H. In the bin folder, we have the stay rolling thing. So because we get always the same questions about these numbers, we also put in here a script, a folder that's saying move from 1910 to 1911, and we're missing the one going from 1911 to 1912. Okay, so it's downloading now, it's installing now, and we'll get it if you do a scal. So there are a few things you need to remember if you work on ArcoLinux. Scal is a command and alias to copy paste everything from etc scal over to your system. You either use it or you don't use it. It's up to you. But it's an interesting fact and an easy way to get the latest updates and settings and configurations in. So updates scal, fine. Another interesting thing you need to see and investigate, Control T, investigate with just typing alias, and have a look at all the things we use. There's another one that's important, that's CB, and that's actually only important if it has something to do with the bash RC. And the bash RC contains our aliases. So if you read that there is a new alias, then you need to type in CB. It's going to copy paste everything over. Done. 1 second later you have the alias. Mirror is also important. Mirror is going to check out Arch Linux servers, not ArcoLinux servers, Arch. We are 90% Arch Linux and the rest is coming from us and AWAR. So we need to update from time to time our mirrors, where, let's say, the repositories, the servers, where everything is well synced, and the files we download here are coming from a particular server. And we can actually have a look. No, we can't have a look. It's finished already. So scal is one thing you should do. Doing my scal. Last thing is up all. Maybe you haven't noticed, but in the meantime, because of the scal, there's a new folder here. I will talk about it because it says stay rolling version 3. Now up all is the rest. If you've done an update, then the rest is coming from AWAR. Where is the rest? Here's the rest. So in the meantime, well, we had the ISO, we had the installation, and in the meantime, there's a new package for downgrade, a new package for INXI, PAMIC, AWAR, and Vivaldi, and it's doing its thing. So you just can sit back, relaxed. Maybe this is normal. It's quite red, really, but it's, well, we're used to it after 3, 4, 5 years of Arch Linux. We're used to it. It's just what it is. A warning. So we're not surprised about these things. But you scroll down and you just wait till everything is done. So I'm gonna put him over here. What's in here is let's do a display. So Deepin gives us a choice. Other desktops do not. It's always different. You can't have the same things on other desktops. Desktops is the way they are, right? You can't make mixtures. In the meantime, up all is finished. We do one more, so you know that's all clear. These things are new, so if you take a look at the website here, they say we're doing the process on Xorg cleanup. So I think it's a bad time to build an ISO. So I was thinking of building one, but the Thursday, 19th December, I say let's clean up Xorg. And one of the things that they've done is remove these two guys. Here it is, this one, and somewhere down there, the keyboard. So actually, we can say to the system sudo pacman -r remove me and then these guys. But it's also in our script. So to make it easy, on all these SSDs I have, we say, okay, let's remove this one, remove that one. So this is the ArcoLinux message, and this is the other package that you just saw, these two guys, you see? And this one is because of things disappearing from our ArcoLinux repos, and suddenly they're gone. So we're removing them as well, and there's no dependency as of yet. So we'll have to see if it's needed, because I have here something gray. And if in need, you can install this one. If in need, you can install this one. So these seem to be the counterpart, but if it's not needed, why should we put it on the ISO? So I'm waiting a little bit to see if it's needed or not. And the last thing is just a super simple script that says get rid of the last number and put in the new number. But in my case, I still have the very last number. So the user that has problems at this point is with this number here. So the only thing he has to do is run a script. This last line says change whatever it is in there and put 19, 12, 15. But I can easily change this number to whatever number I like. It's super, super unimportant. Third time I said it, I think. So, yeah, what we should do now, well, of course, there was a Linux kernel in there, so you should reboot for sure. But what we can do as last thing here is open in a terminal here and then say, let's run this stay rolling, the last one with the version 3, and then see what is going to happen. So in the meantime, this one, I may have done it already in the past. So I may have already deleted it by way of testing things, right? So this is okay. Xorg cleanup, fine. Input keyboard is now going to be deleted. So it doesn't matter if there's an error. It actually means it's already gone because I wanted to remove stuff. So maybe we should actually open them side by side. It's not a bad idea to do that as a rule. Open it side by side so we can see what's happening. So -R we wanted to remove, we can't remove. Why? Because it is already removed, right? We have 15 desktops, 15. So it was not on Deepin. That's it. That's the message. And then this is the thing we've done earlier on. So the ArcoLinux message that you saw is remove this one and this one. We've done that, so we want to remove it again. Just once, right? And this is new. So the XF86 there, the cleanup for Xorg. We're doing the cleanup from Xorg right now. Yes. And the rest is going okay. Crony is already up to date, so it's skipping, warning, it's already up to date, reinstalling, okay, all good. And it's already up to date, skipping, fine. And then we are at this button here where it says, well, let's remove this thing, okay? So let's remove it, yes, no, okay, yes, let's have a go at it. There are no messages, and this one was never installed on our Deepin ISO, but can be installed on our other 14 desktops. It depends whether it needs it or not. But everything will change again when we build our ISOs for 2020, right? Our Xorg will be cleaned. All these changes will be gone that we've done here. Up there, the ArcoLinux changes, these guys, line 32, will have been fixed. And we'll get another constellation of an ISO. I mean, there is no ISO that's the same ever. There's always a new kernel, a new system D, new packages. It's always different, and that's why you shouldn't compare between ISOs, because it's another thing. So basically, script is done. You have updated everything. Ctrl Alt T. So an update doesn't show anything. Well, the number has changed, but it was the same number, so nothing has changed really. If this is too slow, you say, what is this? This is for me way too slow. Ctrl C, mirror. Mirror S, mirror D, mirror A. So try out these aliases, see if the rate, the download number there is big enough for you. That's okay, I can live with that. And then it's okay. So this is bigger, faster. You see 21, it says here. So that's great. And up all is the same. And let's maybe finish with that. What changed now on your computer? Why is it now faster? Well, basically this mirror thing is going to file system, etc, pacman-d, mirror list. This is the server where it's getting its packages, the first one. And I see it says ArcoLinux UK, which means United Kingdom, probably United Kingdom, right? Not sure because it says .com.eu, we're not really sure. But the first line is, that's where everything is coming from. And because of the fact that I ran this mirror thing, the reflector was run, and we get the very fastest servers, ArcoLinux servers, on our system. And that's it. Another update video, and happy ArcoLinux. And is that a word? No, I don't think. Won't use that word again. Anyway, have fun and cheers.